Hey everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 23rd of July. So today Venus goes into retrograde, so this is great for introspection, but it can also cause issues in relationships. So Venus retrograde is when Venus appears to be moving backward in orbit, but realistically it's kind of just swinging side to side. But symbolically, in the language of astrology which I speak, this is a time for introspection and to focus on our relationships, especially where we have been going wrong. But it is also common to experience disruptions and misunderstandings in romantic friendships or romantic relationships or deep friendships as well, and business partnerships, as well as, you know, sometimes there can be troubles with finances and our self-worth and our inner values on a whole as well. So this transit gives us the opportunity to reflect on what truly matters in our relationships and work on healing any past wounds. It's important to use this time for self-care, self-discovery and self-love as well, while also being mindful of how our words and actions can affect those around us. Venus retrograde encourages us to look inward and reevaluate our values and priorities, ultimately leading to personal growth and transformation. Also today, Pluto makes a square to the moon's north node, so this can bring power struggles, and also the best use of this energy is to focus on our personal sort of like growth and to confront and overcome any deep-seated fears and psychological and emotional issues as well, which can make us become more aware of our own power and inner strength. Negatively, you know, this can bring about power struggles, which is always the case with Pluto aspects, especially with those in authority like your bosses or maybe co-workers or lovers. And with Venus in retrograde, just be doubly careful of this as well. Mercury is also making a BiQuintile to Neptune, so this gives a boost to us. It makes us to be able to perceive and interpret subtle signals and messages, especially in the realms of art, music, spirituality and relationships. So it's good energy. It can help us read between the lines while Venus is in retrograde, and, you know, help us overcome any difficulties or just make them a little bit easier for us to handle right now as well. But it can also cause confusion, because, you know, confusion always comes with Neptune, as well as escapism and trying to sometimes overdo it with too much drink, food, alcohol, or anything that you may do in excess to escape reality or just to numb yourself to your personal pain. So also the boundaries between reality and imagination can become blurred right now, so it's essential to remain grounded and avoid making impulsive decisions based on just intuition. I'm all for the logical approach, not to let the logic rational part kill our intuition, because I've been guilty of that myself, where I get my intuition right, and sometimes I put it through my overthinking tendency. It's no longer intuition but thought. So, you know, it's about finding that fine sort of like balance. So this transit of Mercury BiQuintile Neptune, which is when it's making 144-degree aspects, of esoteric aspect in astrology, which you know, speaks to the undercurrents of our psychology, emotionality and spirituality as well. So, you know, it's great to explore our more spiritual, artistic sides as well. It can make us feel more dreamy and intuitive, which can lead to a deeper understanding of our unconscious mind and give us the ability to communicate in more poetic and creative and imaginative ways as well, and be more kind to ourselves and others, have more empathy and compassion as well. So it's good for that. The sun's also making a BiQuintile to Saturn as well, so we can get creative insights as well, but we need to approach this energy of Mercury BiQuintile Neptune and Saturn's BiQuintile to the Sun as well with awareness. This energy of Saturn BiQuintile Saturn brings us discipline, adds to the creativity as well, allowing us to be more focused and not be afraid of hard work. We can use our creative energies to put in hard work that's necessary to achieve our goals right now, and bring great creative writing, playing an instrument, painting, I don't know, designing on the computer, whatever it is, can help you bring your ideas into reality right now as well, with your patience and persistence in your efforts. Also, it's a great time to become more dedicated and responsible and increase our productivity, as well as using it to achieve our long-term goals. Also today, Chiron goes into retrograde, so two things going into retrograde, Venus and Chiron, and both kind of deals with our emotions, but in different ways. So Chiron retrograde lasts for quite a few months, so it's going to last up until December. This year I'm doing like a longer audio on both Venus and Chiron if you want to check them out, but in essence this Chiron retrograde wants us to confront our old wounds and traumas, especially those that may have been holding us back. It calls for us to reflect on our relationships and seek forgiveness or closure where needed, or just to forgive ourselves, for the things that we've done in the past. We can't change the past, but we can learn from it, and that's how we can earn our own forgiveness. If we don't give, if we feel like we can't give it to ourselves, if you're willing to change, then just forgive yourself, because we're all human and we all make mistakes. So by facing our past experiences and working through our pain, we can emerge stronger and more resilient. It's also important to take care of our emotional, psychological, physical and spiritual needs, and to seek help if we need it as well. So Chiron energy is more associated with self-healing and reflection as well. So yes, seek help, of course, seek out, but also focus on making yourself more available to yourself and finding out how you can soothe yourself in your moment of stress and distress and stuff like that, and how you can comfort yourself. So as I said, this energy is great for spiritual and emotional healing and dealing with unresolved issues from our past as well, as Chiron retrograde encourages us to confront and work through our emotional pain so we can move forward with greater clarity and self-awareness right now as well. So to make the most of Chiron's retrograde, it's great to look after all your well-being, spiritual, emotional, physical and financial, everything, as well as seek out therapy if need be, do meditation, express yourself creatively or do some journaling. Also today, Mercury makes a square to Uranus, which is the last aspect. Yay. Lots going on. So again, this can bring sudden changes and unexpected things and unpredictability, but it's great for innovative thinking and making breakthroughs in all areas of our life: career, personal, emotional, psychological, physical and emotional healing. So it's great energy to get us out of our rut and to aid the energies of Chiron and Venus in retrograde as well. So it allows us to solve problems in unique ways, but on the negative end we can be impulsive in our decision making, also increases erratic behaviour. So it's important to stay grounded during this time and think or seek help if you can't think straight right now before making any major decisions. The rapid changes that sometimes come with Mercury square Uranus can be hard to handle as well. So it's important to be open to new paths and opportunities that we couldn't see previously as well, being more flexible and adaptable, and just remember that unexpected challenges can come up that require quick thinking right now, but we're being supported to do so. But it's also doubly important to stay grounded and centered at this time. And although Mercury square Uranus brings some excitement to our lives, we have to watch out for being impulsive as well. So content creators can use the energy of Chiron and Venus being in retrograde to create content about love, relationships and beauty, and how we can bring more beauty into our lives, how we can be more healthy in our relationships, and how we can bring more love into our life, especially self-love as well. Also giving techniques on how we can be more introspective and how to be more self-reflective as well. Also content that helps us grow on all levels and help us confront our deep-seated fears and dealing with how we can handle that, and how we can participate in self-care and forgiveness and love. So all content that relate to personal power, setting boundaries as well as nurturing ourselves can do well. So yeah, that was the daily scope for the 23rd of July.